Throughout history, masculinity has allowed us to be protectors, providers, and fighters. But now, masculinity is dying, and it's leaving a lot of men, young and old, lost without a cause in the world. Today we're going to explore why this is happening, how it's affecting men, and what we can do to bring back true masculinity. Be sure to stick around till the end of the video, as this important conversation has many key parts you won't want to miss. Every day, thousands of people shout down men who display masculinity. The crazy thing is, we are naturally masculine. That's how our sex operates. You would never shout down a woman for being feminine, would you? Most women love and take pride in their femininity. But if a man says the same thing, he's suddenly a sexist, misogynist, or bigot. It's not fair in the slightest. In the past 2 decades, we've seen a steep decline in the levels of masculinity within the male population of the Western world. Men are becoming, on average, more submissive, less driven, more likely to give up, unmotivated, fatter, and sadder. For some reason, masculinity is now a dirty word. We are in the midst of an epidemic of weak men, and the outcome may be horrifying. Let me give you some context. Traditionally, men have been expected to fulfill certain roles in society. We were the hunters, the protectors, the warriors. Our physical and psychological makeup has been shaped by these roles. But now, these positions are being questioned and even vilified. Men are told that their natural inclinations are wrong or harmful. This has led to a crisis of identity among men, especially young men, who are struggling to find their place in the world. Statistics show a decline in male participation in the workforce, a rise in mental health issues, and a disturbing increase in male suicides. These are all symptoms of a deeper problem, the erosion of masculinity. Let me clarify something. All those things about being a protector and bravery don't mean women can't do it, but on average, men are built for those roles. We're bigger, stronger, faster, more aggressive, so that we can take on the tough jobs. This has always been the case and should continue that way. It's not just the physicality of men, it's built into our DNA. For example, studies have shown that men with traumatic brain injuries are more likely to reach certain levels of recovery compared to women with the same injuries, because men are more motivated. They don't take no for an answer and aim to reach their goals. This isn't about saying men are better than women. It's about recognizing our different strengths and natural inclinations. Masculinity is about more than just physical strength. It's about mental toughness, resilience, and the willingness to take risks. It's about being a leader, a protector, and a provider. These qualities are essential for the well-being of our families and our communities. When we suppress these qualities, we undermine the very foundation of our society. Right now, straight white men are more hated for their skin color, gender, and sexual preference than any other group. They're vilified in entertainment, by government officials, and really anyone in the public eye. If you demonize any other group, you are destroyed. But it's okay to demonize straight white men because masculinity is seen as a terrible problem. People associate masculinity with toxic masculinity, arrogance, violence, inability to show introspection, and believing they're better than everyone else, especially women. These are traits of really bad people, not masculinity itself. If a woman shows these traits, she isn't called toxically masculine. She might even receive praise and compliments. Masculinity is necessary and has always been needed. In a world without it, society would be brought to its knees. Let's talk about some of the specific challenges facing modern men. First, there's the issue of career and financial pressure. Men are traditionally expected to be the breadwinners, but in today's economy, that's becoming increasingly difficult. Many men feel overwhelmed by the pressure to succeed financially and provide for their families. Then there's the challenge of personal relationships. Men are often expected to be stoic and unemotional, which can make it difficult to form deep, meaningful connections with others. This can lead to feelings of loneliness and isolation. There is nothing wrong with being introspective and showing strength in the face of hardship. But bottling things up and not talking about your issues with close friends and family doesn't make you stronger. It just harms your mental state over time. Finally, there's the issue of health and well-being. Men are less likely than women to seek help for physical and mental health issues. This can lead to a range of problems, from untreated medical conditions to depression and anxiety. All of these challenges are compounded by the negative stereotypes and misconceptions about masculinity. A lot of young men now blame masculinity for their problems. It's not just women. Boys in school do inappropriate things, and instead of addressing those individual bad eggs, everyone is labeled with toxic masculinity. This doesn't achieve anything and just makes everyone feel terrible. Let's be honest here. There is no such thing as toxic masculinity. There is good and bad behavior, and men and women are equally capable of it. Anyone who displays or talks about masculinity is immediately labeled as someone who hates women. This is madness. More than half of young men in the US now believe that feminism has gone too far. Being anti-feminist doesn't mean they hate women. It simply means you don't support an ideology that sets out to marginalize and break down men, while elevating other groups not based on merit of demonstrated accomplishments, but by fixed gender or physical characteristics that you have little to no control over. It's crucial that we distinguish between bad behavior and masculinity. What many call toxic masculinity involves behaviors and attitudes that are harmful, not just to women, but to men as well. This includes unchanneled aggression, forced dominance, and the suppression of emotions. Aggression can be powerful if channeled correctly and towards a productive task, such as protecting others, building a strong body, or facing dangerous situations. Maintaining an unmoving and inspiring composure and strength is also not a bad thing, as taking a measured, confident, and calculated approach to any situation in life should be the preferred course of action for men. These traits embody masculinity and foster strength, courage, and the willingness to take responsibility. We need to promote a version of masculinity that encourages men to be strong while still compassionate, to be leaders, yet respectful of others, to be confident, yet humble. This kind of masculinity is not about power over others, but power within oneself. It's about being a role model and a positive force in the world. I'm tired of seeing young men kill themselves. 50% of the US population are men, but they make up about 80% of suicide deaths. Telling young men that they are the problem and not allowed to be themselves leads to sadness, loneliness, and often death. We shouldn't break the minds, hearts, and spirits of young men. We should pressure them into being great. Men are weaker today, physically and mentally, than they were in any period of time in the past. We're not being told to train our bodies, provide for our families, or protect those we love. We are lost without role models. Listen well. Weak men are dangerous. Look at all the school shooters. They're all weak. You don't have to be an alpha to be strong, but lead from the front and bring up those around you along the way. Take these steps to build yourself into a strong man worthy of respect by others. Get to the gym. Physical fitness is a cornerstone of masculinity. It builds strength, confidence, and resilience. Find a workout routine that challenges you and stick with it. Work hard. Whether it's your job, a personal project, or a hobby, put your best effort into everything you do. Hard work builds character and gives you a sense of accomplishment. Put yourself in difficult situations. Don't be comfortable. Perform some difficult labor outside on a hot summer day. Run a marathon, or face a difficult conversation, as challenging yourself helps you grow. Learn to embrace discomfort and use it as an opportunity to build mental toughness. Find a hobby. Engage in activities that you enjoy and that give you a sense of purpose. Whether it's fixing things, learning a new skill, or participating in a sport, find something that excites you and invest time in it. Learn from others. Seek out mentors and role models who embody positive masculinity. Learn from their experiences and apply their lessons to your own life. Prioritize your family. Spend quality time with your loved ones. Be present, listen, and support them. Building strong family relationships is a key part of being a responsible and caring man. You can be a great masculine version of yourself that is nothing close to the negative portrayals of men in the media. If you fail, keep trying. Push forward like your life depends on it, because for a lot of us, it does. Remember, courageous masculinity is about rising every time you fall. Embrace your challenges, learn from them, and grow. Stay strong, stay fearless, and I'll see you in the next video. like, and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching.